Did we cover the part of, look at this guy.
Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from the summer 2019 Texas Reptile Expo here in McQueenie, and I've had the privilege and the honor today of stealing away a little bit of Tracy Thompson's time. He is one of these guys that if you don't know his name, you don't know much. I mean, this guy is absolutely incredible. He was one of the founders of the concept of the Texas Reptile Expo. He is an authority in venomous in North America and just an amazing guy. He's done the gamut of stuff. So Tracy, tell us a little bit kind of about when you were young, sort of how you got started, your origin story.
Probably the Reader's Digest version would be, my dad was in the Air Force, I was born, then bang, we went to Alaska. Alaska, there's really not any herps up there at all, so I didn't learn the phobias. Then, about the time I was 5, they transferred into San Angelo, and I remember stepping out in the backyard and seeing my first Frontosoma, Texas horn lizard, and it went from there. Just, you know, just going to the library, gain more knowledge. Then we eventually moved to Dallas, and at 13 years old I was banging on the door of the reptile department to get into the back. I met Dave Barker and he showed me around.
Wow.
And from there got involved with the Herpetological Society, I believe the Dallas Herpetological Society. And that led to the North Texas Herpetological Society, and then eventually I went to work for the Fort Worth Zoo. Dave Blody hired me, and I had the privilege of working with Steve Hammock, Rick Hudson, Mark Warner, and from there went back and went to work for Dave and Tracy out at VPI.
Right.
Great experience, and so here I am now. I'm a retired herpetoculturist, and I'm here with the Tarantula Girl.
Here he is. Tell me about your experiences working with the Barkers.
It was really good. They're super professional. They have bred more first breedings of python species than anybody else in the world.
Dave and Tracy Barker, they're amazing authors, pioneers. Look them up. I mean, if you don't know their names, if you are into reptiles and exotic animals, they are names you need to know.
And Dave's a good cook too.
Oh, didn't know that. Tracy's so tiny. You'd think.
He's the cook.
Okay.
It's been a good experience. And I eventually met a couple named Bonnie and James, and they started the Texas Reptile Expos.
Awesome.
And it's kind of funny because me and Steve Hammock and some other people sat around talking about doing this concept. And
what year are we talking approximately?
Oh my God.
It's been a couple, I know.
30 years or so? Somewhere around there, and
about 30 years back.
Yeah, Bonnie and her husband pulled the trigger and did it.
Wow.
You know, and James is gone now, but Bonnie's still doing the shows.
She's amazing. She's I think one of the only independent women that's running a major expo.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, and or I should say the only. This is the longest running show in the area that I know of, and I like it because it's a venomous show and it's always so diverse, and I feel like the people here are family. I mean, it's awesome coming here.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So tell us about some of the projects that you've worked on, some of your experiences with venomous, and some of your favorite things that you like to work with.
The major thing I did when I came into the zoo field was I was a snake guy, colubrid snakes, and you know the other keepers used to kind of tease us at the herp and and say, you guys don't do any work, you just dust the snakes off all day long, right? But what happened is the section that I got out there had a lot of lizard species, and we did a lot of work with like Phelsuma standing eye, and worked out the breeding strategies on that. The lizard advisory group, which Rick Hudson took and reported on, and I found myself becoming more of a lizard person rather than a snake person.
Cool.
Didn't do a whole lot of hot stuff at the zoo.
Okay.
My experience is mainly native kind of hot stuff.
So what's your favorite native and your favorite exotic animals?
God, I don't know.
Okay, I should say which are a few that you really like, because I hate the word favorite. I could never choose.
Native, I love Mexican milk snakes. Annulata is my favorite milk snake, but God, I like everything. You know.
Texas is so diverse.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love it here. So, do you prefer just to kind of hanging out in husbandry or field hunting?
I'm more of a husbandry guy.
Cool.
I went through raising a son for the last 20 years, and he likes herps, but not like I do. So, you kind of got to go with what the kids like.
Right.
So he's up in college, and now as a matter of fact, I'm going into South Texas tonight.
Oh.
So probably look at a lot of pavement, but you never know.
You never know. You might see a critter here or there.
Absolutely.
What are you working on these days?
I got a group of theri, and I have some of the Mexican milks, and a few ball pythons. I've been backing out of that yearly. I call it my exit of ball python hell.
Dare I ask why?
It's just they're just ball pythons. It's the same thing.
Gotcha.
And I'm just going back to my roots. Anybody who's into ball pythons, I'm not knocking them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just my thing. And just keeping it real small, enjoying myself.
Yeah, that's nice.
But I do want to get out more, and just like I'm doing tonight.
Awesome.
So hopefully I'll be lucky.
Well, you'll have to come visit me in New Mexico then.
Absolutely.
We can go check out the wildlife.
Yeah, I was talking with your husband about milk snakes. Years ago, we collected these milk snakes up at Moss Lake, and he seemed real interested in that. And drag him back over to Texas, and we'll do that.
Oh, definitely. It's on.
Cool.
So tell me about that fascinating milk snake that we were discussing earlier, the transformer.
Oh, the transformer. It's Bill Lamro. He had some Mexican milks from the Hebbronville area, and one of them popped out, and they're striped all along their back. The light color that would either be white or yellow or kind of orange is striped on their back, and it's a recessive genetic kind of thing. And I've got some of those. We're going to raise those up and just have a lot of fun.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, it sounds like you have a fantastic retirement ahead of you. And
it's a meager but good retirement.
You know, sometimes keeping it simple is just the best way to go.
That's what it is.
Awesome. So, are you available to the public if they have questions about milk snakes or anything? Do you like to do that? I know you can get bombarded, so.
Yeah, but pretty much, I got a little Facebook page.
Okay.
It's Mexican milk snakes, Lampropeltis triangulum annulata.
Say that 10 times fast.
Actually, they dropped the triangulum, so it's just Lampropeltis triangulum.
Okay.
And it's the only page on Facebook regarding Mexican milk snakes.
Really?
So you can ask me questions, or there's a lot of guys on there.
Cool.
There's guys on there that know a lot more than I do. I'll guarantee it.
I don't know about that. Awesome. So I can link that in the description box below. Yeah, and if Tracy would be so kind, maybe we can put some pictures in so you can see some of his beautiful
Okay, yeah,
animals.
I can email you some
Yeah,
pictures.
that'd be wonderful. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about the legendary Tracy Thompson today. And he's handsome too.
Legend in my own mind.
And in mine. I hope you guys like this one, and we'll see you next time.